And now to Fort Stewart, where day 2 of the bench trial for the soldier accused in the August 2025 mass shooting has wrapped up. Well, today the judge heard from witnesses, military police, medical experts, and the accused soldier's grandmother. As WJCL 22 News' Lydia Blackstone reports, the key question isn't who fired the shots, but whether Sergeant Cornelius Radford intended to kill or seek what's known as death by cop.
Both sides have delivered their closing arguments. No cameras were inside this military courtroom. This is a bench trial, which means the judge alone is who decides the fate of Sergeant Cornelius Radford. There is no dispute to whether he was the shooter. He has admitted that. However, there is a dispute if there was an intent to kill when he fired the weapon. Prosecutors argue that the shooting was a targeted attack against leadership following a series of personal and professional conflicts. They say that Radford was angry after a dispute with superiors over attending a field exercise while recovering from an injured arm, and after a failed sexual encounter with his partner, Raekwon Smith, the night before the shooting. The government pointed to testimony that Radford told soldiers who were not in leadership positions to, quote, go home during the shooting. Prosecutors say that the soldier who disarmed Radford heard him say, quote, I don't want to kill soldiers, I want to kill leadership. The defense painted a very different picture, arguing that Radford was experiencing a severe mental health crisis rooted in years of trauma, including his mother's suicide. Attorneys noted the anniversary of her death was August 5th, just one day before the shooting. They argue that Radford was desperately trying to force a confrontation with law enforcement at his workplace so that he could be killed by police. Instead, 5 people were shot. 2 of the victims were members of leadership. 2 others were soldiers who were shot at as Radford moved through the area. The 5th victim was his fiance, Raekwon Smith, who testified that he followed him to work that morning because he feared that Radford would attempt suicide in front of his superiors. The court also saw graphic photos of the victims' injuries. The judge is expected to spend this evening and some of the morning reviewing that evidence from the trial, including a video interview that Sergeant Cornelius Radford did with the Army CID, or Criminal Investigations Division, just moments after the shooting. He's expected to come back with a verdict and a possible sentencing on Thursday. Reporting from Fort Stewart, Lydia Blackstone, WJCL 22 News.